Oh my god, you're kind of stinky.
Let's add a custom mob effect to Minecraft. If you want to go deeper, the 26.x modding courses are linked down below. 30 plus hours covering complex block entities with fluid and energy handling, custom mobs, custom networking, and even custom biomes and dimensions. Everything you need for 26.x all in one place, linked down below in the description. Alright, we found back in the tutorial once more, and in this tutorial we're adding a custom effect over here to our Minecraft mod. And with an effect, of course, we mean things like absorption. I don't even know what other effects are there. Health boost, jump boost, things like that. And we're gonna add the stinky effect because number one, it illustrates the point quite well, and number two, I think it's very fun. For it, we're gonna go to our tutorial mod package, make a new package called effect, and right there we'll need two new Java classes. The first one is gonna be the mod effects class, and the second one is going to be the stinky effect over here. There we go. And we're going to start with the stinky effect. This is going to extend from the mob effect class. Make sure that it is the mob effect, not mob effects class, so mob effect. And then hover over this, create constructor matching super. We'll take the top one and also we'll make this public. And then we wanted to override in our example here two methods, the apply effect tick method as well as the should apply effect tick this tick method. This one's a little bit crazy, but basically the boolean over here, if we return a true, then that particular tick we're going to call the apply effect tick method. That's what this method does. And what it allows you to do is, because you have this tick count right here, you can in theory count ticks, right? You can say, oh, I want this to happen every 10 ticks or every 20 ticks or whatever you want. This is really cool, and you can also change it depending on the amplification. So this method actually allows you a lot of different freedom on how often the apply effect tick method is called. What I highly recommend you do is you go into the mob effect class itself, take a look at that one, and you can also control H on this to see all of the different effects like the weaving effect, wither mob effect. You can see there's all sorts of different ones over here. Infested mob effect, I don't even know. There's like many different effects that you can take a look at. Highly recommended for you to do so. And you go from there. Now, in our case, we're going to have something in the apply effect tick method that is going to happen. And the idea is that if we stand right here, then I want to have the following happen, you know, surrounding us, surrounding the entity that has this effect applied, some entities around that are going to get hurt by our stinky effect. This is going to work with ABBB. This is almost correct. So we have going to have an ABBB. This is a bounding box, so to speak. So we're going to call this the bounding box right here, which is going to be equal to the mob.getBounding box. That is correct. And then we're going to inflate that. So we're going to say .inflate by amplification +1. So we're going to do amplification +1 over here. There we go. So we're going to basically add, you can see amount to add in all directions. So the bounding box is just the bounding box of our mob right now. And then we're going to increase that by 1 block in each direction. And every mob that is in there is going to get hurt. And the coolest, because we're also doing it, but depending on the amplification, that means that if you have, you know, Stinky 5, it's going to incorporate like a 6-block radius around your character, which is really freaking cool. We'll then make a list of entity. We need to do that in order to, this is going to be the entities over here. And we need this from the server level .get entities passing in ourselves. So this is the mob that right now is already, that's basically like the one that has the stinky effect applied to it. So we're going to not have that inside of our list. And we're going to add the bounding box over here. This is the bounding box, boom, boom, boom. And this is now going to be a list of all of the entities inside of that radius. Then we're going to go through that with a for each loop. So you can see for each entity in entities, easy enough. And then we're going to ask, this is exactly right, if this is a living entity, but we're also immediately casting this to a living entity as well. The code is, of course, also available to you down below, so you can double check it there as well. And then the last line here is just hurt server, so living entity, hurt server. Passing in the server level, passing in mob.damage sources. We're just going to use magic here for the sake of argument. And then the amount of damage is going to be, let's say, 0.25 times amplification +1 over here in this case. And then there we have it. So this is in this case, the stinky effect. Of course, if you have another effect that you want to implement, that is where you need to come up with your creativity, where you need to write some of your own code. This is just one example in this case. Highly recommended to check this out. Also, other mods, how they do their mob effects, as long as they have a permissive license, things like that, highly recommended. To register the effects, what we're going to have is first of all a public static void register effects method over here, which is going to just not return anything, but actually tutorial mod.logger info registering effects for, and for what exactly it is going to be for tutorial mod.modID. Very straightforward. Let's call that method, as it is our registration method over here, mod effects.register effects. Very straightforward. And then we'll have a helper method for registration. A private static holder of type mob effect, and that's going to be the register mob effect over here with a string name parameter, a mob effect, that is exactly right. And then we're going to return here, very important, registry, making sure we choose net Minecraft core once again, calling the register for holder built-in registries.mob effect with an identifier from namespace and path, of course, with tutorial mod.modID, and then passing in the name and then the effect over here. And there we go. That's how it looks like. Once again, the code is all available to you down below in the GitHub repository if you need it. And then to register the effect, public static final holder. This is a holder of type mob effect. You need this because for some reason it takes a holder, but you know, luckily that's totally fine. This is stinky equal to the register mob effect over here with the name stinky. And the second parameter is a new stinky effect where the category is going to be neutral. And then the color is going to be this 0xDE601D. This should be a brownish color. I think you can think about why the stinky one would be a brown color. I don't think I need to expand on this one over here, but that is the idea in this case. And crazily enough, that is the stinky effect created and registered. Final two things is the assets over here. The first one is going to be the translation. And that translation is obviously very important. We want to have the name stinky effect over here properly translated. And you also need a texture for your mob effect. That goes in tutorials, textures. Then here we're going to make a new directory called mob_effects. Very important, mob_effect. I always confuse this. It apparently has to be mob_effect. They changed this like 3 times, so do bear with me over here. So it is assets tutorial mod textures mob_effect, and then here we have the stinky.png, which is just this one here. Very important for your mob effects. The textures are 18 by 18 for some reason. I still think that this is because they are, for some reason, they didn't get like a 16 by 16 texture with the amount of pixels that they want for like details. But yeah, they are all 18 by 18, so just be aware of that, and that should be fine. We don't need to run any data gen. We can just jump into the game and smell if it works. Alright, friends, we're back in Minecraft, and let's just give ourselves over here the tutorial mod stinky effect. And you can see stinky right here. I've got some stinky particles, and if I move very close right here, you can see, there we go. We are herding the llama. It is a llama. Okay, there we go. And just for the sake of argument over here, you know, okay, for the sake of argument, let's actually do infinite and then amplifier like 10. And if I do 10, it's going to actually hurt this chicken because, well, it actually even hurt the chicken over here because obviously the radius is dependent on the amplifier. You can see roughly what the radius is. It's quite big over here. And of course, the radius being this big also then changes the amount of damage. That is pretty cool, and that is a custom effect over here added to Minecraft. A really cool addition that I literally just thought about that you could theoretically do is the damage amount. You can actually scale that with the distance from the mob that has this effect to the entity that is being hurt. In theory, you should be able to do this because you have the entity like right here, living entity. This is the one that gets hurt, and then the mob is the one that has the effect itself. I'm just saying it could be like cool to be like an inverse, right? Where it's like if it's like very much on the outside of the bounding box, it would do less damage, and then if you move closer to it, it would do more damage. Just a food for thought, but could be an interesting challenge for you to challenge yourself with. Regardless, that's gonna be it for this tutorial right here. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the support on Patreon and on YouTube. Don't forget, if you join as a Stonebricks member on YouTube, you can get up to 14 days of early access, including this video right here, which we're gonna make potions and potion recipes with our stinky effect. Hope to brew you there. Until then, so yeah.